Friends, on behalf of Ananta IAS Academy, Bangalore, Hyderabad, and Visakhapatnam, today I will be discussing with you with a major event, that is Civil War. You may ask me what is the Civil War? We heard about civil wars, but never Civil War. Today is 9th May, 9th June, and we are fast approaching 10th October. Only 120 days are there for the preparation of prelims examination. In the prelims examination, as you have already learnt about the statistics, around 6 lakhs people will download the applications. Around 3.5 lakhs will appear the examinations. Some of them will drop out after the first examination, that is general studies paper, and they doesn't even appear for the second examination because they lost their hopes. There are three types of people who compete in this prelims examination. They are the first timers. They have just graduated, either BTech, BCom, BA, MBBS, or whatever it is. They are trying to get into the framework of prelims, mains, and interviews for a long time. Their parents have encouraged them. Their friends have told them that it is a very big opportunity. They have taken the coaching in some institutes or other. Some of them went to Delhi, to Wajiram, Ram, or whatever it is. Some of them appeared in Bangalore, Hyderabad, Madras, and all the places. Some of them learned on their own style. And finally, they are appearing for this 10th October examination. Luckily, this time due to the pandemic, you got another 4 months as a bonus. Otherwise, you should have completed on 7th June itself. But this time, due to some reason or other, like in the last year, last before year, this time it is being delayed. Even then, you have got enough time. So the first timers who are appearing for this, they have several doubts. How to prepare, what is the way to answer these questions, whether I am able to get at least the benchmark. All these types of questions are there in their mind. Some of them think that it is not the proper time for me. Next time I will definitely get the score, and this time I will just appear so that I will have an idea of the examination system. And they go on meeting several people. They even ask their coaching centers, sir, whether I will be able to get through this or not. They will guide them in a manner, and their friends also will advise them. It is very difficult to get through in the first attempt itself, but there are thousands of people who have appeared for the first time. To quote an example, our own student, Mr. Karthik, in 2019, he appeared for the first time. He was a BTech graduate from Visakhapatnam. He got through it, and he has already completed Mussoorie training, and he is presently with the Kadapa as a assistant collector training. So there is no hard and fast rule that you may not be able to get in the first attempt itself. And then the second type of people are repeaters. They have gone twice, thrice, four times, fifth time, and this time on the fifth attempt, they are very confident that they will get through. And they have already seen through four question papers. They got a margin of 1 or 2 marks. Some people say we lost it by 2 marks. Some people say it was a bad luck that I could not compete in this examination. This time I will definitely get it. And the repeaters, they have the strong confidence because they know the examination pattern, they know the coaching centers, they have a lot of material procured from them. They didn't even join any employment. They have lost their salaries, and they are mostly depending upon their parents, and they are concentrating in Ashok Nagar, which is the hub of activities for these examination centers. And there are more than 10 to 15 established coaching centers who coach the students in a manner of their own atmosphere. Some of them have good friends. Some of them have lost faith in the friendship. So they are alone. They go on reading, go on reading. Some people even go for reading for 14 hours, 15 hours, and they spoil their health also. And the repeaters, since they have already the experience of this prelims examination pattern and the questioning pattern, they get the statistics. How many questions have come in the environment on environment in this year? next year. Like that, they go on calculating. They neglect a part of it because this is a seven segment examination prelims, particularly the general studies paper. It is like seven hills of the Lord Venkateshwara and the seven seas. As I told you, I remember reading a book, the World Tour in 100 Days, Around the World in 100 Days. Jules Verne has written. He has described it in a very calculated manner and sophisticated manner and scholastic manner that how to complete the world tour in 100 days. Similarly, I will tell you how to complete this 120 days prelims examination. Since on 10th of October, you will be writing the examination, one in the morning and another in the evening. So you concentrate on all segments of this prelims examination GS paper: history, geography, economy, environment, science and technology, public administration, and current affairs. You don't leave any segment. That is my suggestion for you, because some people, they are bored of this geography. They never go through the geographical events. They are not sure with the particular points of demography or whatever it is, statistics. And some of them, they neglect the science and technology, and some of them, they think that current affairs is not a relevant subject which is to be done. My advice to you is, go through the current affairs every day. You read Hindu newspaper, you acknowledge the items which they have published, you read their editorials, Times of India, Hindustan Times, whatever paper you want to, or if you are accustomed for the Telugu newspapers, you read Telugu newspapers only. This is the advice to the repeaters. And then comes the finalists. These people, they are in the last stage of their career, that is their age, last attempt. This is a do or die. They are almost like the war warriors because they have lost their hopes. This is the final attempt. They depend upon the God, their parents, and their coaching centers. So your thirst should be first to get at least 110 out of 200 in the prelims GS paper, because the cutoff mark normally is between 110 to 115 or 120. So you should at least write 60 to 65 questions ABCD correctly, and with minus marks of negative marking 0.33, you may lose another 5 6 marks, and at least you should be having a thorough knowledge of 110. The aim is for the good score. And then there may be a question you may ask me, sir, whether we should prepare now during this 4 months period for the mains optionals. That can be postponed a little later, because you have already studied the mains papers, all the six papers and the optional papers, and you are now concentrating on the prelims examination, because this is the threshold. You have to first enter into the gate and enter into the house, then only you can search for other things. So you just keep aside the mains papers and optional papers, and if you have time to read 4 or 5 hours in a day for mains, let it be there. But at least a minimum of 10 hours you should concentrate on the prelims examination. And a diary should be maintained for the current affairs, and should be in your own style. If you want to keep geography in a separate section, you keep it. If you want to have environment in another section, you keep it. You take a 200-page notebook, long notebook, and you maintain it, so that whenever you get a chance of reading a newspaper item, you just go on adding to it. So for example, the Chinese have sent Mangalyaan. So if you get an information about Mangalyaan, you go on adding to it. If you want to have it in Chandrayaan, you go to that. Like that, each item you should have a thorough knowledge, and you go on adding the information to your knowledge center. And don't get stress for the sake of your health. Because if you go on spending nights for studying, and if your health is spoiled by September ending, what is the use of having a chance? You will be losing a chance, and you will not be able to write the examination point of view. And then Keep a world atlas in your room. That is mostly suggested thing, and an Indian map and a world map, so that in the geography point of view, they will be asking questions about a particular place. And if you are not able to locate it, you will be losing about the 10 questions or whatever it is in geography. And then write as many as mock tests conducted by Byju's or another say institute or whatever it is. Go on writing the mock tests every day. It should be your endeavor to complete these mock tests. And then you go through the previous question papers which are available on UPSC. You go to upsc.gov.in or upsc.nic.in. You will be able to get for the last 10 years what is the pattern of questions, how they are giving concentration for environment. Most of you, if you have statistics, normally the newspapers, daily newspapers, they are running a page for the civils examinations itself, and they give you the statistics. For example, last year there were 14 questions on environment and ecology. So you keep an eye on it and you go on studying lots of information about this environment and ecology. And then the Hindu editorials are the most important thing which a candidate should keep in mind. They give lot of information to you because the editors, they compile lot of information and with their bent of mind, and they give you most of the points for your discussion. It will help you in getting the answers of the particular point. And listen to Spotlight of All India Radio. This is also another important thing which I want to stress. Every evening at 9:16, All India Radio broadcasts a spotlight. The spotlight is none other than the important event of that particular day. For example, yesterday Prime Minister has announced certain concessions for the COVID vaccinations due to Supreme Court judgment or whatever it is. But there is a point. So the spotlight person, he invites a senior journalist and somebody will interview him and he gives a lot of statistics because of his experience. So the spotlight is an important thing. If you doesn't have time to listen to it at 9:15 daily, there is a possibility of getting recorded YouTube information. It is available on the website, and you just download www.airnews.com. You will be able to get all the spotlights of the previous days also. Write down your own notes. That is more important thing because the answers written by you after thinking, after deliberations, and after contemplation, that will help you in such a manner that you will be able to understand it within minutes. Otherwise, if you go on reading several times and nothing is there in your brain, what is the use in it? So, my advice to you is keep a track of the events, keep a track of the happenings around you and surrounded by you. So, you will be able to get these answers in a quick manner because the time strain is there. Within 120 minutes, you have to write 100 questions, and each question carries 2 marks. And within 120 minutes, by going through itself, it will take you about 30 minutes. Then, if you answer in a wrong manner, you are losing 0.33 marks. So be careful and be ready to answer it in a manner that your time also is saved. Time constraint is there. Most of the people, they answer only 80 questions or 90 questions because the question is not a straightforward question. They will not ask you who is the governor of West Bengal. It's not a straight question. The appointment by the President of India of West Bengal governorship was over by 3 or 4 years, and the remaining period is there. Even then, he was recalled. Whether the President of India has the powers to recall him or the Supreme Court has given directions regarding the vaccination of COVID shield, like that, the question will be in a very different manner, and you have to think twice about the statements they have given and the ABCD to be marked. Then comes discussion with your own friends. Lucky it is like a better half or best half of your life. If you have a good wife or good husband, then it is lucky. Otherwise, daily you will be going on arguing and spending time on arguments only. Similarly, if your roommate who is in Ashok Nagar or Moti Nagar or somewhere else, he is a good friend and he knows things and he is not an argumentative person and is a helpful manner and he has knowledge of the subject and he has already appeared or he's also appearing along with you, and the discussions with him on a particular topic. For example, you want to discuss with him on 70th Amendment of the Constitution, that is Panchayat Raj institutions. You have some information, he will also give you some information, and then goes on the discussion, and both of you come to a conclusion about the questioning pattern and the answering pattern. So have a good friend, that is your luck. Sometimes what happens, the friend gets the allotment and you are deprived of it. Next time you can try, there is no hard and fast rule. And there are some friends who discourage you. They go on telling you it is not possible to complete it within this year. Next year we can try. You will go through it like that. Something they will discourage you. And stop purchasing new books. This is my good advice, because now this is the time to read whatever material is available, and don't go for the new books to get a stock of them and keep it in a library. What is the use of having a library when you are not able to read it? Then so many people ask me, sir, how many times I have to study in an hour, in a year, in a month, or in a day? This is left to you. You are the best judge. I can't say you read 10 hours. If you read 10 hours and doesn't have nothing in your mind, what is the use of it? Even if you read for 16 hours, that doesn't matter. The way how to contemplate the subject, the way how to minimize the information which you have, and the way you memorize, that is more important. At the question hour and at the examination hall, if you doesn't get the answer in a quick manner, what is the use in having 16 hours of reading? It doesn't matter. And even if you are appearing for the fifth time, it doesn't help you. So minimum 10 hours you keep reading for this particular thing, and this is a way how to develop your own skills for reading the information which you have already got. Recently when I was traveling in a train, somebody met me in the train. He was my co-passenger in the second AC, and he said I belong to 1992 batch. Then I asked, where are you working now? He said, I'm working in a school. What is the IAS officers going to school as a teachers? No, 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 sir. I appeared in 92, but with 2 or 3 marks, I lost the examination. So I normally call, I belong to 1992 batch. And most of my friends are there as joint secretaries and secretaries at the different places. So such type of people are also there. Those who are like war warriors, and they go on telling their experiences. I lost only within 2 marks, and I could not cope up with the examination pattern, and that time geography questions were more, and my coaching center gave me information more on public administration. I took another option, anthropology. I have shifted it in the next day for geography next year, and then go on telling so many stories, and it doesn't happen and it doesn't help you. So don't believe on them and don't respect them. You go on listening to them whatever they say, but you have your own preparation, and these 120 days are the most important days in your life, because you will be losing your career, you will be losing your attempts, and try to get it as soon as possible. Thank you.